Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Liv Morgan making the right decision, like she should have. I'm gonna wait for some people to hop on here, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and get right in the topic. Wait for some people to hop on. Get some people up in here. Make sure there's no trolls or weirdos, cause they tend to be a part of the chat. We got one person in the building. Let me comment below who you are, so I know who you are. We got one person watching. Comment below, so I know who you are. Okay, somebody, step back out. All right, one person watching. Comment below, so I know who you are. The person's watching. Comment below, so I know who you are. Okay, I see somebody watching my video. Can you comment below, so I know who you are? Okay. All right, hit the like button on my video, Tillman. Hit the like button. Where the thumb is at, hit the like button. Anyway, let me go ahead and start. So, since Tillman here, let's talk about Raw. We got 16 building up in the building. All right, let me go ahead and uh talk about Raw. Let's talk about Raw. What took place? Well, appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, let's talk about Liv Morgan making the right decision tonight. Although I'm going to talk about more topics that took place on Monday Night Raw tonight. So let me go ahead and get right to it. Let's talk about it. Well, Liv Morgan made the right decision. She chose Stephanie Valkyrie like she should have. You know, her choosing Jade would have definitely threw me off. Her choosing Jade, I would have been lost. If Liv Morgan would have chose Jade for WrestleMania 42, I would have been lost. Cause I'm like, yeah, get me wrong. Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill had a couple of matches against each other. Because when Liv Morgan and Raquel was the women's tag team champions, they went up against Jade and when Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were the women's tag team champions. Liv Morgan and Raquel went up against them a couple of times. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez went up against them for a couple of times. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the chat. If you're new here and watch wrestling, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So yeah, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez had a couple of. Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill had a couple of matches against each other. And the one-on-one match they had, Liv Morgan won. The one-on-one match they had on SmackDown, which Liv won. So, but there were never no actual story between Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill. I'm not surprised she stole them, but yeah, right choice. Exactly, exactly. So anyway, back on topic. Liv Morgan choosing Jade Cargill would have made 0 sense. That would have made zero sense. There's no story between those two. You know, although Jade Cargill came out there Friday night on SmackDown when Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez showed up. Yeah, Jade Cargill came out, talking the shit when Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez showed up or whatever, whatnot. And she put Liv Morgan on notice to let her know if she choose her what she was going to do to her. If it made no sense, no, it's pointless. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Same thing. But anyway, like I said, once again, when Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez showed up on SmackDown, Jade Cargill appeared. She came out there. Got straight in Liv Morgan's face. I mean, literally got right in Liv Morgan's face and told her if she chose what she'll do to her. Said she was gonna beat that ass. So she also started, mouthing off at Raquel as well. She started mouthing off at Raquel. So neither one of them was phased by J Cargill like she wanted them to be. Neither one of them was phased at, J Cargill's, words like she wanted them to be. So it was it's a wrestling talk going on over here. If you're a wrestling fan, subscribe. But anyway, so that's all that happened. Listen, there's an actual story between Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer. The story is right there. And the fact that Stephanie Vaquer made Liv Morgan cry, although Stephanie was reaching, everything she said was a reach. Stephanie Vaquer was literally reaching. Liv Morgan didn't get handed anything. And this is coming from a Stephanie Vaquer fan, although I'm a Liv Morgan fan as well. And I like Liv Morgan better than Stephanie Vaquer. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer are two of my favorites, but I like Liv Morgan better. Liv Morgan is one of my top favorite female wrestlers. I don't go against her for nobody, and I hope she wins the title at WrestleMania. So Liv chose Steph. That was the right choice. And I don't know why Liv Morgan cried. Because Liv Morgan didn't get anything handed to her. So I have no idea why she cried. Have no idea why she, cried. So with that being said, Liv Morgan needs to toughen up. She needs to toughen up. She definitely needs to toughen up. Soft behavior. Soft behavior. And just like that time, she made a fan literally apologize to Roxanne Perez. Made a fan apologize to Roxanne Perez. Now Liv Morgan gotta have some backbone. Making a fan apologize to Roxanne. Liv Morgan. You're in character. You're a heel. I could say Roxanne needs to toughen up as well. Both of them do. But this topic is mainly about Liv Morgan. Yeah, I know. But anyway, so I'm happy Liv Morgan made the right decision. And she chose Stephanie. So I said before, the Liv and Dom love that I said before one of my recent videos that I did not too long ago on YouTube, and I did a short clip video, and I did a follow-up full video about I think that the Liv and Dom love story is going to come to an end. But from what I saw tonight, it looks like it may not happen. Dominic may not turn on Liv Morgan. Pikachu was nice, but she will kick your ass. Man, get your goofy ass out my comment section. Anyway, I'm going for Stephanie because I'm not yet for her drop the title. If Liv Morgan wins, she gonna wrestle twice as hard because Stephanie, in my opinion, is in a whole nother level. That's just me. Okay, yeah, to each his own. To each his own. But listen. But listen, Tillman. Here's the thing. Let me get you out of here, bro. Let me get you out of here. Okay, if you don't like what I'm talking about, get your goofy ass out my chat. It's simple as that, bro. It's that plain and simple. Get out of here. You don't like what I'm talking about, get your goofy ass out my chat. Everybody else likes what I'm talking about. So back to what I was saying. Okay, Tillman, to each his own, man. To each his own with your comment. But listen, here's how I look at it and the way I see it. Here's how I look at it and the way I see it. Liv Morgan should have never lost that feud to Rhea Ripley when she was the Women's World Champion. Liv Morgan should have never lost that feud or that title to Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan should have gotten her WrestleMania moment going into WrestleMania 41 as the Women's World Champion. But of course, with Triple H, he had to show favoritism and put the title back on his Golden Girl. So that's why I want Liv Morgan to win her third title at WrestleMania 42. It can make up for when she lost it to Rhea Ripley when she shouldn't have in the first place. I don't know what happened, but it sounds really fun and I want to know more. So talking for telling me more, it sounds like it got heated real quick. Yeah. Liv Morgan was in a segment and Michael Cole asked her who would she choose between Stephanie Vaquer or Jade Cargill. So before Liv Morgan can answer that, Stephanie Vaquer rudely interrupted her. And she did a long, intense promo, and Dominic kept translating everything to Liv Morgan that Stephanie Vaquer was saying to her because Liv Morgan didn't understand anything she was saying. Because we all know Stephanie Vaquer is a Latina. She's Latina, so she can speak that language. Yes, that's what happened. I'm telling you what happened. So at the final moment, when Stephanie Vaquer was talking to Liv Morgan in Spanish, Liv Morgan didn't understand anything she was saying, but she starts crying. So it seems like she maybe understood what she said in Spanish. I just did, but it showed everything in translation on Facebook that Stephanie Vaquer said to her that made Liv Morgan cry. But like the hell I just said, Stephanie Vaquer was reaching. Liv Morgan wasn't handed anything. First and foremost, I'm the one who watched Liv Morgan grow every step of the way. I've been a huge fan of Liv Morgan for a decade. I've been a fan of Liv Morgan for a decade now. So I watched her grow every step of the way. And when Liv Morgan returned in 2020, she literally did a 360 turnaround. She did nothing but claw and scratch her way to the top in the position she is today. Also, to become a two-time Women's World Champion. That says it all about Liv Morgan's resume. All right, see you later, man. See you later. So Raquel was reaching. But like I said, Liv Morgan needs to toughen up because I don't know why the hell she was crying. I don't know why she was, you know what I'm saying, crying. I would say if Raquel doesn't win the chamber, then Liv Morgan is going to have to keep her eye out. Liv Morgan should already keep her eye out on Raquel anyway. Because this is Liv Morgan's moment going into WrestleMania regardless. So Liv Morgan needs to keep an eye on Raquel regardless. She needs to keep her eye on Raquel regardless. And I did a video about that. Check it out whenever you get a chance. But Liv Morgan, you know what I'm saying, crying. She needs to, you know what I'm saying, toughen up. Because she didn't get anything handed to her whatsoever. So it's official. Liv Morgan and Stephanie is going to tear it up at WrestleMania 42. But my pick is Liv Morgan to win the title and become a 3-time Women's World Champion. You know, Liv Morgan is one of the hardest workers in WWE. And more than anything, since Liv Morgan's been a heel, she has been in her bag. She has been in her bag. All right, bro. Catch you later, T. Catch you later, bro. Catch you later, my guy. All right, okay, cool. Yeah, we talk about it on PP5. All right, cool, cool. All right, well, they out of here, so let me go ahead and keep touch up on my topic. Talk about it. So, all right, man, and like I said, who I want to dethrone Jade for the Women's World Title? I don't know. I don't know, Tillman. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. Hell, somebody said Brock Lesnar was in that box. I'm like, why the hell would Brock be in that box for? Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were about to head out. Okay, I thought you were about to head out on me. That's I was like, okay, just catch you later then. I thought you were heading out. Okay, all right, all right. Well, anyway, I don't know what's up with the wooden box though, my guy. I don't know. Some people said Brock Lesnar was in there. Definitely want Brock, but Brock did show up tonight and call out an open challenge at WrestleMania. That's gonna be pretty fun. I think I know who's going to challenge him too. I think I know who's going to answer Brock Lesnar's challenge. I think Uber Femi is going to be that one to definitely answer Brock's challenge. I think Uber Femi is going to answer Brock's, you know what I'm saying, challenge. Yep, that's who I think it is. Because Uber Femi already wants Brock bad. So ready for that one. It may not be him, but like I said, somebody right in Brock's caliber is going to answer that damn challenge. I can tell you that right now. That's who I think. I think Uber's going to be the guy that, you know what I'm saying, answers. But so back to Liv Morgan versus Stephanie. Yeah, man, this right here. She. I'm glad she did that. And somebody did a video talking about Liv Morgan needs to choose Jade Cargill and came up with the goofiest fucking idea of why she needs to do that. Come on, man, get out of here. Stop with the stupid shit. I didn't comment on this video and say nothing, but I know who he is. I ain't gonna say no names. I know who he is. But yeah, said that Liv Morgan needs a challenge. I'm like, for what? Where the fuck is the story at with those two? First of all, yeah, they may have a few matches on. They may have a future. They may have a few matches against each other, but there's no legit story between those two. So why the fuck would she need to challenge Jade after what Stephanie did? And she stood up there and literally cried when everything that Stephanie said was valid. Literally cried. That made no sense. So yeah, Stephanie was the right choice. Now who I want to take the title off Jade is Tiffany Stratton. Yes, yes. I would love to see Tiffany Stratton to become a two-time Women's World Champion at WrestleMania 42. Yes, please do. Now I know people's been pitching Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. I mean, I like, although I never cared for Charlotte and I never cared for Jade, I never liked neither one of those two. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't want to see neither one of them face off at WrestleMania. Although I know Charlotte Flair would carry Jade through the whole match, but it didn't happen. They decided to go with Kiana James because it's looking like they put her in this women's elimination championship because they're going to give her a push. So it's looking like they put Kiana James in this women's elimination chamber match because they're going to give Kiana a mega push. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. Yep. So yeah, this is what I think gonna happen. So we're gonna see how that all plays out. But so yeah, Liv Morgan versus Stephanie, and it looked like Dominic's not gonna turn on Liv Morgan for Stephanie. It's looking like he not, but I won't be surprised if he do it. I hope he doesn't, because I want to see Liv Morgan win her third women's world title. Definitely want to see that happen. But she's gonna still have to watch out for Raquel, because Raquel still wants that title, and I can see her turning on. I can see her turning on Liv Morgan for sure. I can see that happening. So so yeah, so it's official, man. It's official. It's official. So hopefully I get and who okay, so hopefully Liv Morgan gets it done at WrestleMania 42. Hopefully she gets it done. Hopefully she gets it done to win her third women's world title. Cause like I said, Liv Morgan has been in her bag as a heel. So putting that aside, this might be a little off topic, but I want to say this. So the women's elimination women's card has been fulfilled. It's been fulfilled. So who is my pick? Who I'm going for to win the women's elimination chamber? Who I'm going for to win the women's elimination chamber is Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is my top main pick who I'm going for to win the women's elimination chamber. And Tiffany Stratton is my backup pick. You think so? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen though, man. And you say Jade will win at Mania. Yeah, it's possible she might. I can see Jade winning and retaining her title at Mania. I can see that. But then again, I don't know about that because I know because they're set to have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair turn on each other. I more so think it's going to be Charlotte that turns on Alexa Bliss. But either way it goes, the story needs to end with Alexa Bliss getting her first redemption match on Charlotte Flair by pinning her for the first time in her career, so to be on her resume that she's beaten all 44 host women. Then Alexa Bliss could move on to capture the women's U.S. title for the first time of her career and become an official Grand Slam champion. Also to avenge her dog Lily. But I want Grand Slam Bliss. I want Grand Slam Bliss. But Jade versus Charlotte, I don't know. Maybe they might still. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. If you're new to my channel, man, subscribe to my channel. If you ain't already have, I don't remember you here. So yeah, man. So anyway, so let's get back on the Raw topic. Well, we celebrated AJ Styles tonight. You know, AJ Styles done retired, and he's in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to AJ Styles, officially a part of the 2026 Hall of Fame. That's what's up. That's what's up. So Gunther came out there to try to ruin the moment, and Ray Phoenix shut him down. They fought backstage, and I thought at the end of the Raw that Gunther was going to come out there and try to ruin AJ Styles' moment again. But nah, everyone came out there congratulated him, and Undertaker came out there and entered him into the Hall of Fame. He entered him into the Hall of Fame. – So that that's what's up. So yeah, big props to AJ, man. I'll go way back with AJ. During his TNA days in 2002. AJ Styles been around for a long time. Yeah, it was. That was unexpected. Well deserved for sure. Like I said, man, I've been watching AJ Styles, you know what I'm saying, ever since his TNA days in 2002 and my teenage days. AJ Styles never been my favorite wrestler, but have always liked AJ Styles. And I've been watching him back in TNA, you know what I'm saying, in 2002, you know what I'm saying, in my teenage days. He had some phenomenal matches in TNA. That's where he got the name from, Phenomenal AJ Styles, way in TNA. And he came to WWE and carried on that same exact legacy, putting on phenomenal matches against some of the toughest competitors. He carried that same legacy, you know what I'm saying, in WWE, putting on phenomenal matches against some of the toughest in-ring competitors like um, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, just to name a few. Absolutely phenomenal forever, man. That man legacy will never be forgotten. Yeah, AJ Styles has nothing else to prove. He has done it all. He has done it all in TNA and WWE. His legacy, AJ Styles' legacy is fulfilled. He has nothing left to prove anymore. He has nothing left to prove. He has done it all. Now he can now now he can finally rest with his family in the sunset. Oh y'all, get my water out of the refrigerator. So yeah, man. So yeah, yeah, Bronson Reed got injured. Wow, man, this wrestler's getting injured, man. This is crazy. Roxanne Perez has been out because they had to take a mask off her shoulder, something like that. She's been out. Chelsea Green got injured. Now Bronson Reed. These wrestlers been getting injured very often. It's wild, man. It's crazy. So yeah, man. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Bronson Reed, but I don't wish anything bad on nobody. So I'll at least say I hope he recovers. I'll say that. But so putting that aside, man. CM Punk came out there tonight. CM Punk came out there tonight, whatnot, Came out there tonight doing his promo. Don't remember everything he talked about. He came out there talking his talk as usual. Came out there talking his talk. What did CM Punk talk about tonight on Raw? I forgot everything he said. He told me I just go on to something else. Well, the Division came out there tonight. What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, okay, Cody Rhodes came out there tonight. Cody Rhodes came out when Gunther was in the back, and Cody Rhodes walked up and looked at Gunther. You know what I'm saying? He looked at him like, he ain't like he was disrespecting AJ Styles. So he went to the ring. Talking his talk. So Division came out there. Thought so. So I just want to make sure. So I'll get into that in a minute. But, Cody Rhodes came out there. So Division came out there, cut Cody off. They cut him off. You know what I'm saying? They rudely interrupted him. Cut him off. So they was, talking about Cody, you know what I'm saying, down talking Cody. So eventually, Cody backfired. He backfired, and then he said, he knows somebody else that didn't. I think he said he knows somebody that would disagree with him too, or didn't like them, or would agree with him. He said something like that, and that's when the Usos came out. The Usos came out there to defend Cody and AJ Styles, and it went on from there. But why haven't they still revealed who took out Jacob Fatu? That really blows my mind. Jacob Fatu gets taken out, and it hasn't been revealed who attacked him between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Why hasn't that been? They just threw that down the drain. That's wild. But anyway, moving forward. CM Punk came out there talking about Finn Balor. So, how it's looking, it looked like Finn Balor may take the title off CM Punk. I think he may take the title off CM Punk. He might. That's how it's looking. Finn Balor is in desperate mode for that world title. Ever since he had to relinquish it way in 2017 because he got injured, he's been holding that to that for a long time. He's been holding on to that for a long time. Ever since he had to relinquish that Universal Championship in 2017 because he got injured by Seth Rollins, that's been a chip on his shoulder for years. That's been a chip on his shoulder for 9 years. So he's trying to refill. He's trying to relive that moment. He's trying to rewrite that. He's trying to rewrite that moment. So he may be the one to win it from CM Punk. But then again, he might not. Here's why I think he might not. Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough might fuck Finn Balor over. That's what Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough might fuck Finn Balor over, and know what I'm saying, cause him not to win the title. They'll be to cause him not winning the title once again. That's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, Tillman, that's what I just said. I think they're going to fuck him over too. Then he's in a strong, heated feud with Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough. or Dominic might just fuck him over. Yeah. Dominic might just fuck him over. Dominic might just fuck him over. It might just be Dominic Mysterio by himself that fucks Finn over. I feel one of the two is going to happen. So we're going to see how it all plays out. Yeah. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio, yeah. Yeah. But you know what I think? If Dominic Mysterio fuck Finn Balor over, or Dominic by himself fuck Finn Balor over, Finn Balor is going to go into a dark, dark place, and he's going to turn back into the Demon King. That's what I think is going to happen. If they do that to him. I'm not going to answer that silly question. Because first of all, I look nothing like DJ Academics if you're trying to be funny. That's what I think gonna happen though. But I think Finn Balor's gonna turn into the Demon King. Yep. Oh, trust me, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen if they turn on him. But then again, I think it's gonna be Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonagh that fucks Finn over, that screw him over. Because like I said before, the Judgment Day already needs to implode. Yeah. So Judgment Day should have been over. Judgment Day's been watered down for a minute. So so Judgment Day need a Judgment Day should have been closed. It is what it is. Yeah, man, yeah. Judgment Day has been watered down for damn near 2 years now. It's been watered down for 2 years. And I'm not the biggest fan of Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, but I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. When it was Rhea Ripley, when it was Edge, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest, that's when the Judgment Day was at its peak. The Judgment Day was pretty solid when it was Edge, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest. The Judgment Day was solid. It was pretty damn solid when they took it over. But Edge didn't stick around long. So Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest turned on Edge, and they took it over. And for the most part, the Judgment Day was still solid. But when they added, first of all, they messed it up when JD McDonagh came to the main roster and he didn't have that same dark character he did in NXT. Because I pitched this. I pitched this a long time ago. I even pitched this. I said, man, if they bring JD McDonald up to the main roster, they need to put him in the Judgment Day because he would fit like a damn glove. I've been pitched that. Ball him up to the main roster and recruited him in the Judgment Day, but took away his dark character from NXT. I said, why the fuck did they do that? And I'm, you know what I'm saying? JD McDonald ain't one of my favorite wrestlers, but I'm just saying that if they would have kept him with that dark character, going to the main roster, and he get recruited by Judgment Day, he would have, you know what I'm saying, fit like a damn glove. So they took it away. I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue why they would do that. But that's what they did. Real and Damien is what made the Judgment Day after Edge formed it. Yeah. But man, it's time for the Judgment Day to end. Let's get rid of the Judgment Day. It's watered down. Judgment Day should have been over week. It should have been over week. So yeah, man, let's. But anyway, man, so putting that aside, all right, what else took place on Raw tonight? What else took place on Raw tonight? Oh yeah, Natty versus Maxine Dupree. See, that match didn't last very long. Natalya took out Maxine Dupree. Wow. Well, after the video I saw on Instagram with Maxine Dupree up there making a video telling Natalya to stay mad, he even tagged her in her video. Because Maxine Dupree was on Raw. She was outside of the arena by one of those great big trucks, and it had her picture up there. And she telling Natty to stay mad. So I said, oh shit. Oh man. Maxine, man, I'm like, you know, so I love Maxine and all. Maxine, I love Maxine and all. Maxine Dupree is one of my favorite female, just like Natty. Although I like Natty better, but when Maxine did that shit right there, I said Natty is about to unleash hell on her tonight. Well, I figured it'd probably be a great match, but I said her doing that with this new Natty, I said Natty, I know Natty's somewhere furious, and she can't wait for her and Maxine to get in that ring tonight. And they sure enough got in there. Maxine started off. She started off in the match, you know, sharp. Well, I ain't gonna say she started off sharp, but she started off pretty decent against Natty, but it didn't last long. Definitely didn't last long. That match was probably like maybe a second. That probably like 1 minute. I'm telling you, man. And Maxine was picking on Natty on Instagram, making a video with her. She made a video of Natty outside. Well, she made a video on Monday Night Raw. She was outside by them trucks, and one of the trucks had her picture up there. And she tagged Natty in it, telling Natty to stay mad. So I said, man, Maxine, you playing with fire. You playing with fire on that Maxine. You definitely playing with fire. You definitely playing with fire. So when they got in that ring, man, that match didn't last long. And like I said, I love Maxine and all, but Natty tried to kill Maxine. She tried to kill her. She tried to kill that damn. She tried to kill that damn girl. Like I said, man, Mac. Like I said, no, I'm saying Maxine was playing with fire, man. And yeah, she sure got dog walk. She sure got dog walk. Natty show dog walk her ass, man. Damn, poor Maxine. This new Natty right here, like she said, she decimates, and she damn sure did that to Maxine Dupree tonight. And it's all over, Natty fell away because Maxine Dupree didn't, congratulate her when she won her first women's IC title live, and she, thanked AJ Lee instead of, thanking her. And, Natty has a point in a way. I mean, if Maxine won the match and AJ Lee out there, Maxine, could have, Maxine, she had the right to hug AJ Lee and all that, but still, you should have went to Natty and thanked her on her winning the title, hugging her, congratulating her all the times when she pushed you to your limits and training you and stuff like that. So Natty is actually right. Natty is like a damn pit bull. She is, man. Natty, she showed dog walk fucking Maxine tonight. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Damn. She laid her ass out. I mean, Maxine was out like a light. She was out. But Natty has a point, man. Maxine still could have thanked Natty, because like I said, Natty is a person that elevated Maxine. She trained her in her dungeon, took her under her wing, and pushed her to her toughest limits. So Maxine should have thanked Natty in the return. So Natty has a point. People saying Natty crying and whining, nah. Got to think about it. You have to take this into consideration. Maxine Dupree got booed out of a house show in 2024. She got booed out of a house show in 2024. Who was trained? Who did Maxine Dupree have under her wing? And she was with the Alpha Academy, but she didn't amount to anything. If I'm being honest, they didn't really push her like Natty did. They didn't train her like Natty did. She was a beginner, and she got booed out of a house show. She got booed out of a house show way in 2024. So, and she came to Natty and asked Natty to train her. And Natty being the thoughtful person that she is, she took Maxine under her wing. She took Maxine under her wing, and she helped elevated Maxine like never before. Natalya pushed Maxine Dupree to her limits like never before and elevated her to a great in-ring performer. Although some fans hated and saying she was trash. Although some fans was hating on saying that she was trash, like King Mike saying, she was still trash and all that kind of shit. And I'm like, get out of here with that, man. That woman won't trash. Maxine Dupree's second match against Becky Lynch was trending all over social media. And don't get me wrong, I don't follow the trends. I set the trends. But damn if this trend about Maxine Dupree having her best second match against Becky Lynch on Raw wasn't by far the truth. Because it was. And being that Maxine Dupree is one of my favorite female wrestlers, I went along with it. I went along with the trend. Because it was true. But King Mike was hating. Saying she's a trash ass wrestler, this and that and the third. But he's the same person to glaze the shit out of Jade Cargill when she's a trash ass wrestler. Promos are garbage. And she has a cringe character. But boy, when I say that, I'm racist. And anybody else here, they're racist. Only reason why Jade Cargill has the star power that she has, and she's the position that she's in to be one of the top female stars in the women's division, is because of her physique. That's it. So I find it hilarious how some wrestling fans like King Mike shits on Maxine Dupree. I find it so hilarious, like these other wrestling fans, not just King Mike, other wrestling fans shits on Maxine Dupree and downplay her when she's actually better than Jade. Hell, she's 10 times better than Jade. She's 10 times better than Jade, and it's not even close. But she gets the hate. She gets the hate. Maxine Dupree is 10 times better than Jade, and it's not even close. So I find it hilarious the hate that she gets. Now, there are a couple of things I said that Maxine Dupree needs to work on just so I can keep it all the way 1,000. I said that. Yeah, I said that. Maxine Dupree needs to work on her punches and work on her promos. But far as Maxine Dupree's in-ring ability, she got it. She got it down packed now. She got it down packed now. She got it. Maxine Dupree can wrestle. Haters can go left. Maxine Dupree can wrestle. Haters can go left. Miss me with the bull shit. Miss me with the bullshit. So I don't know how long Maxine is going to be out. I know she's going to recover from this. But Natty is not playing with Maxine. This is Maxine Dupree toughest challenge yet. And so Maxine, Natty has showed Maxine that she decimates. And she damn sure decimated Maxine tonight. She damn sure decimated Maxine Dupree. And didn't stop beating her after that. Didn't stop beating her. Natty is a damn pit. Natty is a pit bulldog. I love this new version of Natty. I love it. She's like the damn female Terminator, man. She's more than a damn pit bulldog, you know what I'm saying? She's like the female Terminator. Come out there with that mouthpiece in her damn mouth. Natty, this new version of Natty is no fucking joke. Natty ain't playing. And now I'm pushing the agenda. As I said before, I'm pushing the agenda of Natty becoming the next women's IC champion like she rightfully deserves. Because like Natty said, she has been elevating a lot of people and she gets hold down in the process. Very true. But besides storyline wise, she has been held down. Natty resume ain't like it's supposed to be. Like I said before, this makes my eyebrow raise every time. How the hell Natty didn't ever capture the Raw Women's Championship? She would have been a perfect person to dethrone Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship because she's the one who trained Ronda Rousey how to wrestle. So they couldn't have picked a better person. They couldn't have picked a better person than Natty to be they couldn't have picked a better person than Natty to be the one to dethrone Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. Natty would have been right on point. But she never captured the Raw Women's Championship. I can't that shit is wild. She definitely should have captured the Raw Women's Championship. Natty's last title run was way in 2017 when she dethroned Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. She has not held no singles title since then. It's time. It's time. It's been almost 10 years since she held a singles title. So I hope she catches that women's IC title. That'll make up for all the years she never held a singles title. But I'm definitely pushing that agenda. And she should have got more shine than what she did back in the day. Now, for all I know, Natty may be happy with her championship resume. But that still don't mean I have to agree with it. I say she deserves more titles than what she has. This is just me being completely honest. Because I'm a huge Natty fan. I've been a huge fan of Natty for over a decade. I watched Natty grow, and grow for decades. So yeah, so that's just my opinion, man. You know, Natty, she's done a lot for this business. She's a fair player. She puts talent over, and she's one of the greatest workers in WWE. Natty does her job. She does her job. You can't say anything bad about Natty. Like some dumbass try to say that Natty is there to hold down talent and bury talent. Okay, okay. So yeah, some dumbass try to say that Natty is selfish and she buries talent. She wants to be there to hold down the young. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who have Natty tried to put? More than anything, Natty has elevated talent. Natty has elevated younger talent. Natty has put talent over. Even when there were times I felt like she shouldn't have put them over, she put them over. Until I realized Natty's only doing her job and putting the younger talent over like she's supposed to. So I cut that shit out like a coupon. Cause I realized she was doing the right thing. You can't say nothing bad about Natty. One thing about Natty, she is not selfish. She is not a selfish person. She's not a selfish person in the WWE Women's Division. She will put talent over. She will do her job. So, man, you know. So I found a Natty hate to be very fucking weird and retarded. I know it's retarded. I say weird, but also retarded too. And I hear people say that Natty can't wrestle. She has been still for years, this, and the third. Stop, stop. Too many young talent that I see training in Natty's dungeon. B Fab trains in Natty's dungeon very often. Liv Morgan has trained in Natty's dungeon. Lana definitely trained in Natty's dungeon. Because her and Lana was tag team partners, although Natalya got, you know what I'm saying, pissed off and broke up the women's tag team, the Russian Hearts. Even the Street Profits, one of the Street Profit members, Angelo Dawkins, he trained in Natty's dungeon. Natty is a damn workaholic. You can't say nothing bad about that woman. She should have a WrestleMania match. Her and Max Dupree both should have a WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 42. Max Dupree, Natty and Max Dupree should have a WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 42 this year for the women's IC title. That shit will cook. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch does not need the women's IC title for their feud and to face off at WrestleMania. Who need it more? Who need this match more at WrestleMania 42 for the women's IC title is none other than Natty and Maxine Dupree. Hell, if I'm Big Hill, Natty right now should be holding the women's IC title right now as I speak. She should be holding the women's IC title right now as I speak. Going into WrestleMania 42 to defend it against Maxine Dupree. And Natty Natty should be the one to retain at WrestleMania 42. Then when WrestleMania Backlash get here, Maxine Dupree, you know what I'm saying, wins it from Natty. Or they can book Maxine Dupree to win it from Natty at SummerSlam. However they want to do it, because I would love for Natty to be on a dominant run as the women's IC champion. But definitely have Natty to retain against Maxine Dupree at WrestleMania 42. Or definitely have Natty to retain the women's IC title, you know what I'm saying, against Maxine Dupree at WrestleMania 42. Then you know what I'm saying, Maxine can win it from Natty at WrestleMania Backlash. Or Maxine could win it from Natty at SummerSlam. I'm gonna say SummerSlam. My phone got a charge, so hit me up later. All right, bro, I'm about to get out of here anyway. So yeah, man, that's my rant for tonight. So Natty versus Maxine Dupree at WrestleMania 42 for the women's IC title would have cooked. So I'm about to go on and get up out of here, man. Thanks everybody for watching my videos, man. I surely appreciate it. Y'all could be anywhere else right now, but y'all chose to watch my live video tonight, and I appreciate that. So once again, for the new people that came to my chat tonight to check out my live video, and you're a huge wrestling fan, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So with that being said, it's your boy Hitman D, and I'm gonna sign out.